The News 3 Broadcast Center at Kyle Field. Made possible in part by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Academy, the right stuff at the low price.
Kickoff getting closer for the Aggies and Tigers, and it is a gorgeous fall day here at Kyle Field. Missouri coming to town unbeaten on the season. They are ranked 19th in the country.
This is certainly not your dad's old Mizzou team that really struggled in the latter days of the Big 8 and the start of the Big 12.
Now, but when you look up and down that Tiger program, it's kind of hard to find anything wrong with them. But if there's one guy who can find something to pick at, we know exactly who it is. We bring in Blake Fisher with this edition of Blake's Takes.
Blake's Takes is presented by Watson Motors.
Hey guys, Blake Fisher here, and I got to tell you, this has been a big week in my life. Not only did I finally get my braces off at 29 years old, not only did I finally move out of El Paso, and I left the border, the Rio Grande, and Mike Price and his Roll Tide Miners back in El Paso, but we finally got ourselves a Big 12 road victory last week. Now, you know, talking about the Kansas game, you know, it kicked off about 10 a.m. in El Paso. And I was sitting there, I had my 12th-man towel, I had my in-game libations all iced down, and I started realizing, you know what? There's nothing worse than watching an A&M game on TV because there's nothing like seeing one in person, and that's what I'm happy about this week. We're back here at Kyle Field. We're back here for our home cooking in front of our own fans, and we've got a heck of a game on tap today. Now, you know, there's no pirate hats this week. There's no tortillas or anything because to me, this week is all business. We've got a number 19 team coming in here. We win today, we're not only bowl eligible, we have a legitimate right to be in the top 25, and, you know, we should get the respect of people around the country. Now, people are like complaining and moaning about this and that. Oh, we barely won last week. Who cares? We're 5-1, and hopefully with the win today, we can put the pot bangers to rest and we can move forward with a very difficult road trip which is coming up. And John, I got to tell you, you know, as I said before, I didn't bring any props next week, but I promise one thing I will have next time is more cowbell.
Okay, well, we are a big fan of that, and we're a big fan of the braces.
Thank you. Well, they're gone now, so I'm happy.
That's a good look. You got to be happy about that.
Yeah, now I'm going to start high school next week, so I'm happy.
Well, good for you. That's wonderful.
And you can shave every other day now.
That's right, yeah.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you back in Houston.
Thanks a lot.
And closer to College Station.
He gets the braces off, and what do we have? 3 food references in 2.5 minutes, something like that.
Got to make the tortillas.
It's time for a corn dog. That's
absolutely.
Knock yourself out.
There you have Blake's Takes, always cerebral here on Aggie Game Day. Now, this week, protecting the gray matter is what it's all about as we check in with the keepers of